this is the decade of the EXO. Like by the end of this decade, every organization in the world will be following these characteristics. And if they're not, they just won't be as effective. Let me give you a real example. A year ago, we had a huge oil spill in Mauritius where one of the biggest oil tankers in the world crashed. And the Japanese firm that owns the oil tanker literally blew up the boat and sank it to try and get rid of the evidence. They pulled together an ecosystem. The Minister of Oceans was using my book, it turns out, and he'd built a community around it. They threw together a project called oceanexo.org. You can go check it out, and started gathering all the satellite images and storing them. 70,000 Mauritians can take pictures of dead dolphins on the beach, and it's all being tagged to a blockchain so they have legal recourse against the oil tanker firm later. And that got thrown up and put together in like 4 weeks. Now we have an instant point and shoot at any ocean disaster where we can instantly capture video and satellite imagery of some point on Earth and store it for later use. The fact that you could do that and put that together in 3 weeks or 4 weeks is unbelievable in today's world. And so we're starting to see these things pop up all over the place, and especially in public sector, because government is a natural MTP of serving the citizens, right? And if you look at the response to coronavirus, it's actually been kind of an EXO type model. Multiple countries tried different experiments. We shared the information amongst all the scientists in the world in a very powerful way, came up with mitigating strategies, and had real data on the use of masks, and then the vaccine gets developed in no time flat. It's important to say that these mRNA vaccines have been in development for 40 years, and it was just the first real-time use of it to bring it to bear for this case. But it's a very powerful model. One of our Singularity faculty, Raymond McCauley, calls these mRNA vaccines the first battle in the last war against disease, right? And just the implications of that are really profound. So this will become a pervasive pattern, I think. Basically, what we're able to now stand up and say is, this is the decade of the EXO. Like by the end of this decade, every organization in the world will be following these characteristics. And if they're not, they just won't be as effective.